Hey guys, it's Nicola. So today I thought I would do a divine masculine and divine feminine twin flame meditative reading. We're going to start by clearing out the space within our hearts and clearing out the space within our minds. We want to go into this reading with an open mind, and we want to allow the messages to channel for each and every one of us. So we're going to start by pulling one oracle card for the divine masculine, and we're going to pull one oracle card for the divine feminine. It's going to take a couple more minutes and relax. Actually, we're going to take a couple more seconds. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to pull one oracle card that represents how the divine masculine is feeling. Okay. I may get a little bit louder because I want to make sure that you hear me over the music. Let me turn it down a little bit. There we go. So we're going to pull one card for the divine masculine. Give me one card that represents, okay? The divine masculine is in a space of wanting to free himself at the moment. Well, my apologies. The divine masculine is in a space of wanting to free himself at the moment. He feels as though it's time for him to take back control of his life. I like it. Okay. Let's see, how does the divine feminine feel at this moment? Give me an oracle card to represent how the divine feminine is feeling at this moment. How is the divine feminine feeling at this moment? One oracle card to divine. Okay. So the divine feminine is trying to trust the situation. The divine feminine is trying to have faith in the situation at the moment. And Spirit is suggesting that the situation does call for you to have faith. The twin flame journey does call for you to have a lot of faith. The underlying message for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Finances and career. So financial issues can be a factor in this connection at the moment. All right, we're just going to put these up here so you guys can kind of still see them. All right. Let's just put that up. So now I'm going to pull one oracle card for guidance for the divine masculine. Give me one card of guidance for the divine masculine. Give me one card of guidance for the divine masculine. All right. We have Ascension to the Rainbow Bridge. So let me get out my oracle. You guys don't know anything about the Rainbow Bridge Ascension, please look that up. It is a beautiful, beautiful, it's a beautiful, it's something that we have to do. I don't know how to explain it without telling you what it is. I want you to look and see what it is for yourself. But it's beautiful. So it says, you have been growing spiritually and your consciousness is expanding. It is transforming your experience of the material world from something you must control or conquer into a living expression of the radiant divine. As your appreciation and love for the material world becomes unconditional, so too does the light that can flow into your aura, chakras, and physical body. Are you psychically expanded? As you psychically expand, you may need more rest, healing, and meditation than usual to integrate this increasing degree of light and the consciousness it awakens within you. Okay. Guys, look up the Rainbow Bridge channel Ascension so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So let's pull one for the divine feminine. Give me guidance for the divine feminine. All right. Quick light. So divine feminine, I feel like your guidance is to stay grounded here. We got grounding. You guys can see that. I'm trying to make sure we don't get a glare on that, which is almost impossible. All right. So with grounding, it says, you long for the free and open world of spirit and light, yet you also yearn to experience the healing power and divine joy of sacred sound and living color. You are meant to bring joy and beauty. You are meant to bring joy, beauty, and comfort to this world, to share the spiritual light. To do so, you need grounding. Your dreams want you just as much as you want them. Grounding helps you to bring your dreams to life in a world for the benefit of many. So what I'm getting here for the divine masculine, they are ascending. They are feeling the light of ascension flow through them. And at this point in their journey, they are really starting to awaken. If you see this person is becoming awakened, they're starting to understand their true purpose. The divine feminine is in a space of needing to be grounded and trust the process of this situation. Okay? So you guys may be doing some flirting, or you may not. There may not be any contact at all in regards to this connection at the moment, because there does need to be, it looks like more work done in the masculine's, I guess, part. I don't know how to explain it. All right. So on this side, we're going to do the divine masculine, and on this side, we're going to do the divine feminine, and at the bottom, we're going to merge the two. So I'm going to pull 5 cards for the divine masculine, 5 cards for the divine feminine, and then 5 cards for the twin flame journey at the bottom. Okay. Give me a focal point for the divine masculine. Give me what is influencing that focal point. Give me spiritual messages in regards to what is concerning the divine masculine. Show me an underlying energy for the divine masculine, and a card of resolution in regards to the divine masculine and his state of being at the moment. This is for the divine masculine. Just put these here. I want you to be able to see all of them. So we're going to put these right here. I'm going to keep this underlying energy because I legit got the Emperor here underneath for the divine masculine. Okay? So we're going to pull 5 cards for the divine feminine. We're going to look at what's the focal point for the divine feminine. We're going to look at what's influencing that focal point for the divine feminine. We're going to look at spiritual messages for the divine feminine. We're going to look at the underlying energy for the divine feminine. We're going to look at the resolution for the divine feminine in her state. All right. The Chariot here for the underlying energy. So divine feminine, I feel like you need to find the motivation to stay focused, stay disciplined. Most definitely, trust and grounding. You got to stay disciplined right now. Divine feminine is manifesting transformation. Most definitely. I like that. All right. So give me 5 cards to represent the outcome of the situation, or not the outcome, but represent what needs to happen at this moment for the twin flame journey. I'm going to be looking at the focal point of this twin flame journey. We're going to be looking at what's influencing this focal point. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to change it up because they're going to give us the bigger scheme. We're going to look at what needs to be the focal point between these two beings. We're going to look at what's influencing that. We're going to look at the spiritual messages for these two beings. We're going to look at the underlying issues in regards to this connection. We're going to look at guidance moving forward with this connection between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. There is no time frame on this video. It's whenever you watch it, because whenever you watch it is probably when you're in this state, unless, you know, it pops up on your notification and you just want to watch it. So I do feel like there's going to be some movement here. Someone's perspective, hangman here, someone's perspective may have changed. All right. So when it comes to the divine masculine, underlying energy emperor, which is the divine masculine card, I feel like the divine masculine is needing to come into his own power. I do feel like there is some boundaries that need to be set up. All right, so, and this is non-sign specific, so even though we see the zodiac signs, I will not be speaking on the zodiac signs because this is a collective energy. So the first focal point I have for the divine masculine is the Page of Swords. Now this does represent being at a delay. The divine masculine may be dealing with some challenging information at the moment. They may be needing to speak their truth, to deliver their truth, or the truth could be delivered. There also can be some stalking that is going on with the Page of Swords. They could be investigating with their sight or investigating with their thought. Maybe, basically, it's kind of an obsessive nature, but I don't see the devil card, so it isn't. But it is stalking. So they are looking, they're watching, wanting to speak truth, but really in space of trying to nurture self. As we spoken earlier, the divine masculine wants to be free. So right now they're in a state of needing to be free and to recover from whatever delays they have in their life at the moment. So Page of Swords here. And to be honest with you, the divine masculine has been through so much. I mean, even though we don't want to hear it, they deserve to have their moment of freedom, to be free within their life, to feel, to grow, to learn. I think this is a necessary part of the journey. We don't want to hear that, but we do. So I feel like they do want to speak some truth to you. We have the Empress here with the Page of Swords. There is a delay right now to them getting to you. Seven of Swords is possibly because of their own resistance. The Seven of Wands is possibly due to their own resistance. Feeling in conflict here, mentally in conflict with the Nine of Pentacles, because at the moment your divine masculine wants to be independent. They want to build their own foundation. Your divine masculine may be going through a state of transformation, so they need to feel secure within themselves, whole within themselves, before they can come and share that energy with you. Let me turn that down. It got super loud for a minute. All right. So Queen of Cups here as the influencing factor to the delay. So your divine masculine may have been married, or there could be a mother figure that is in the way, or this can be their way of needing to be loving to self. So Queen of Cups here. Why is this Queen of Cups here? Why is this Queen of Cups here? We have the Fool energy here, so they have there's an unexpected event that happened. Fool here with the Two of Pentacles here. So something unexpected may have happened. They may be ready to take a leap of faith here to create positive change. There's love between you and your, of course, there's love between you and your divine masculine. There's emotional fulfillment here. But I feel like they're back and forth between taking a leap of faith and being in this Ten of Cups family situation here. I feel like the divine masculine is needing to be, especially with the Queen of Cups under here, I do feel like they may be going back and forth between someone who may not be, the Queen of Cups is not open. Even though she does represent unconditional love, the Queen of Cups represents unconditional love for self. So the Queen of Cups may not be open, and there may be an opportunity to create change to that. Queen of Pentacles here is a very nurturing energy. And this is the divine masculine reader. So I feel like for some of the divine masculine is there in between two parties at the moment. We have the Four of Wands here. I feel like for the divine masculine, from what I'm seeing here with the Page of Swords, with the Page of Swords and the Queen of Cups with the Four of Wands, I feel like your divine masculine is either in a relationship, has previously been in a relationship, and this is a delay, because this is the delay. The delay is Queen of Cups, Four of Wands, and this is a like happy wife, happy life. But seeing as though we have the Three of Swords and the Lovers, they may be needing to make a decision here to create whatever they deem is happy life, happy wife for them. I do feel like there's a delay in giving a cup of love because they want to be balanced within themselves right now. So Four of Wands here. Why is this Four of Wands here? This is a household situation. This can also be the Twin Flame card here. All right. Why is this Four of Wands here? Why is this Four of Wands here? Four of Wands here. Four of Wands to the Two of Wands. So I feel like someone's leaving a household situation and is at a crossroads right now. At a crossroads here with the Two of Wands, needing to make a decision with the Lover's card here, working on making that decision, but they feel as though they need to balance out this household situation. So before your masculine moves forward, they feel like they have to balance out a household situation or create balance within a connection so that they can heal the connection and move forward. We've got the Three of Swords here as the underlying energy. So I do feel as though with the underlying energy that your partner or your divine masculine is in the space of needing to heal. Maybe that was the delay. They dealt with some challenging information around a household situation or around a mother or a wife. With the Three of Swords here, why is this Three of Swords here? Why is this Three of Swords here? It's Three of Swords here. Why is this Three of Swords here? The Seven of Cups here, there's some confusion in regards to this. Okay, so someone has severed a connection. Seven of Cups, Nine of Wands, and the Death card. They're in confusion. They're trying to heal at the moment. So your divine masculine is trying to heal at the moment. Page of Cups here, I know people don't like to hear this, but they may be dealing with other people as well, or this could have something to do with children. I do feel like they've had their heart broken, and this is a confusing type of energy for them. Not saying that they're confused about having their heart broken, but the situation may have been, it looks like this was a family situation. So there is some sorrow, there is some heartbreak, there is some confusion here. Your divine masculine is needing to find the strength to overcome this transformation, and I do feel as though they are taking their time and they are healing, because I don't see any movement on my layout. So with the Lover's card here as the resolution, I do feel like they could be making a decision or trying to create balance so that they can make a decision and trust the decision that they're making. Why is the Lover's card here? 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 Eight of Wands here. So I feel like they're going to be making a decision to communicate here, but there is still some lack with the Five of Pentacles here. Knight of Swords. So your partner here wants to communicate, but they're worried about taking action. So you may receive some text with the Page of Swords here. You may receive some messages here, but they're still in a state of, for those of you that are in contact, they're still in a state of needing to heal. They may make the decision to move away from the lack situation, especially if it has money issues. They could have invested a lot into it, and your divine masculine may be taking a loss in order for him to kind of gain control of his life, heal, and move forward. Okay, so I'm going to pick up the divine masculine's cards. Okay, we're going to move on to the feminine. Okay, so the first card we have with the divine feminine is strength. The focal point is strength here. So I feel as though you're needing to really focus on your inner strength, have inner strength in dealing with this situation. Why is strength here? Four of Pentacles here. So you may be in a state of feeling stuck. You may be holding on, holding back. With this Knight of Cups here, I feel like you're holding on to an offer. So some of you guys are holding on or waiting for an offer here, for a new start. I do feel like you do need to have the inner strength to just be motivated within your own path right now, to assert yourself independently. When it comes to being the divine feminine, this is about not only freeing yourself from the connection and detaching from the connection, but this is about creating something solid for yourself. You legit have to become this divine masculine in order for you to attract a man. So it is about finding your strength to really shine your light and lead them in the right path and not try to force them. So with temptation here as the influencing factor, I do feel like maybe there is some negative or fear-based thoughts that you're needing to overcome. Strength with the devil, most definitely. So you do have to overcome these temptations to really give in to the anxieties behind the situation. This is a very trying connection. All right, so why is the devil card here? Why is the devil card here? Why is the devil card here? We have judgment here. So I feel like you have to make some decisions, or you're awakening, you're waking up. maybe getting out of this ego state of being, Sun card here, seeing things clearly, being very realistic here, Emperor here. So you're starting to see clearly what could be keeping your divine masculine bound, because you showed up in their reading and they showed up in your reading. So I do feel like there is an offer here, or you're tempted here to kind of make an offer to the divine. You definitely need to reevaluate that. Being an Empress is all about having that yin energy. You're not supposed to take action, okay? You're supposed to allow the divine masculine to heal, to recover, so that they can take action. Right now, you need to wake up and you need to make, some of you guys, now, I didn't see this before, and when I see it, I have to say it. Some of you guys with the Devil card here have unnecessary fear that your masculine won't come back to you, or your masculine won't see you. They will. You just need to focus on your own path. Really focus on being assertive and being creative and allowing yourself to go down this journey and bring in the fruits of your own labor. It's not about the masculine. This is about you. So Six of Wands here as the guidance from Spirit. This is telling you that you need to move toward your victory. Why is the Six of Wands here? That you will be moving into victory. Why is the Six of Wands here? You're fighting a good fight right now, and this has been a long time. Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Page of Wands. I feel as though, actually, well, it is a page. I feel as though some of you guys may be in this space of you're trying to move forward, but you don't want to move forward very quickly. There is an imbalance within, and this may be the imbalance between you and your partner. You may want to move quickly, they may want to move slowly. This is about having patience, understanding that this is a big union, a big connection. It takes time to create this bond. It takes time to make it balanced between you and your divine. So at this point, you do need to focus on just moving in the right direction. Focus on victory for yourself. Invest into yourself with the Page of Pentacles. Understand your own worth. Excuse me, I dropped a card. Okay. So we have the Magician here. Sorry, as the underlying energy. So you have already manifested this. So that is why you're being prompted to trust, have faith in the situation, stay grounded, and focus on your own foundation. Focus on manifesting new things for you. Focus on starting new careers, new goals. Focus on getting yourself together so you can prepare yourself for the masculine. Because a lot of us are just doing a lot of waiting and not a lot of productive waiting. Right now you need to be productively waiting. All right. And you don't even have to wait. Just be productive and really allow yourself to secure yourself or become secure within yourself. So this is a lot of self-work that needs to happen, as well as external work. So with the Magician here, you've already manifested it. This is the underlying energy. Now you just have to allow the transformation. A lot of us manifest this situation or this journey, and we don't understand that a lot of things have to happen without us in order for this journey to balance out. So we do have to be patient and trust in the process that what we've manifested is coming into light. Also, we need to release attachments on who we think it is, and just allow whoever is meant to come in. Because sometimes our masculine will choose to be free of the situation because, they choose not to come into the journey. Not saying that they won't later, but as of now, they choose to be free. So this is where your masculine wants to be free, because they've been dealing with financial issues and they're wanting to build themselves up. They're wanting to create stability within themselves. And I feel like you should allow them. Create the stability within yourself as well. This is an issue for both masculine and feminine, finances and career. So both of those have to be stable in order for this situation to kind of unravel. Not saying that's the total factor, but it is a big factor in this situation, because the masculine is dealing with 3D issues. The feminine, I believe, has overcome the 3D issues, has a change of perspective. The masculine is now in this ascension. So with the transformation as the resolution here, I do feel like there is going to be a transformation. Yes, I feel like if you were single, the transformation is you're no longer going to be single. You just have to allow your masculine to be free. With the Tower here, this is about releasing all expectations. This is about realizing that the independence is, I think I said this a long time ago, and I don't think people listen to me. This is not your typical relationship. This is a spiritual union. This is not two people that want to keep hold of each other. So this will be a very freeing connection, meaning you and your masculine may not be in a commitment. You may just be in a union, meaning the both of you are you have created your own idea or your own tradition of what your relationship would be. So I do feel like you have an opportunity here, and this is what the masculine started with, the Fool card and the Two of Pentacles. So there's an opportunity to create balance within this situation independently, but you do have to release expectations and realize that the transformation is occurring. I feel like it's going to be work from both of you, because it will require you embracing the end of whatever you knew before, of whatever you deemed as traditional before, so that you can come together and create a new tradition within yourself. And that's what this purpose is about, creating new traditions and allowing us to get to this state of where we can, you know, come together from the four corners of the earth and really, you know, allow this ascension to the rainbow bridge, allow the rainbow, I guess, coalition to come together. I don't know what to call it. But you guys, if you read anything about the ascension to the rainbow bridge, then you know what I'm talking about. So we got to come together. And this is a part of coming together. All right, so let's move this here. Uh-oh, this is the underlying energy. So I do feel as though someone, okay, so the focal point here is Eight of Cups. This is an emotional growth. I'm not saying that the divine masculine or the divine feminine is walking away, but I am saying that there is emotional growth happening. I feel as though you both are searching for more, but in different aspects, and that is okay because you're different beings. One of you is a divine masculine who is more about manifesting things in the physical, and one of you is the divine feminine, which is about giving birth to whatever the divine masculine manifests. This is a cooperation that happens. This is not about being together, being married, and settling down. So you really should change your perspective on that. I'm not saying that it won't happen. Ooh, give me 1 second. Okay. So not saying that it won't happen, and I'm not saying that it will. You may get into a connection where that is not a priority. Marriage is not a priority. Marriage is just, marriage is a physical commitment to the emotions that two people feel. Maybe you and your masculine won't feel the need to physically commit in front of the world how you feel for each other. I don't know. It's your relationship. You decide how this goes. But I do feel like there is a walking away, and the walking away, the Eight of Cups, the emotional growth, the spiritual journey is leading to change, because the underlying energy is the Wheel of Fortune. So why is this Eight of Cups here in regards to this journey? Why is this Eight of Cups here? Why is this Eight of Cups here? I feel like you both have to go on this spiritual journey. So Gemini, I'm sorry, I'm so used to saying the zodiac signs, but lovers here, I do feel like there's a decision here. Someone has been in this space of needing to make a decision or wanting to make a decision for a while. Someone has been very methodical within their actions here. I feel like there's going to be some messages come in very quickly here. I kind of feel like someone is starting to see the value, because Eight of Cups, this spiritual journey is happening. I don't see a walking away, but I do see judgment and awakening that is happening. So somebody has walked away from something, and there's an awakening that is happening because of that. So Ten of Pentacles here is what's influencing this. This is about stability, about commitment. All right. So why is this Ten of Pentacles here? We have the Page of Swords. This was the delay. So I feel like the masculine is walking away from a relationship, and that was delaying this connection. Like I'm telling you, not saying that they're walking away from a relationship to get into a relationship. So you need to be aware of that. That's like asking you to, you know, say for instance, for my divine feminines who have had children, that's like giving birth to a baby, and then the doctor turn around like 5 minutes later and like, oh, you're not done. You got 2 more kids in there. And you're like, whoa, motherfucker, I just did this. I don't want to do this right now. I'm tired. So this will be like someone going through something as major as childbirth, life-changing as childbirth, and then turning right back around and being told that they have to come and do this again. Allow this person to be free, because right now the commitment is what is going to conflict this situation. With the Five of Swords here, I do feel like Knight of Swords, even if you guys are interacting with each other, even if you guys are in a connection together, whatever connection you create, this is about embracing the experience of the union and not focusing on having the commitment of the union. You guys have to learn to be free in the real way, not free as in I'm just waiting for my divine masculine to come in, but free as in, you know, I'm just living my life and enjoying the experiences that me and my divine masculine have with each other. So Knight of Swords here, I do feel like there is going to be some movement forward here away from this Ten of Pentacles here. Someone is escaping commitment. Someone is escaping 10 Pentacles, which is a family commitment. With the 10 of Cups here, the spiritual message is to be happy. The spiritual message is to enjoy. The 10 of Cups does not mean that you're committed. The 10 of Cups means that you're embracing being ultimately happy, being in the Buddha state. Buddha is not about commitment. Buddha is about being free to be happy. Why is this 10 of Cups here? Living in your own light. Why is this 10 of Cups here? Why is this 10 of Cups here? And we have 3 tens here. So there's most definitely an ending of cycles. We got the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune, which is a 10. Why is this 10 of Cups? Why is this 10 of Cups here? All right. So 2 of Cups here, 7 of Swords with the Fool energy here. Someone is escaping a relationship here. There could be some unstable efforts here, especially if you guys have been back and forth. But I feel as though what this is telling me is with the 10 of Cups, the underlying issue is that you make them happy. So 10 of Cups minus 2 of Cups, 8 of Cups, because you make them happy, they're willing to escape this situation here and take a leap of faith to balance out this connection. That does not mean that there will be a commitment. Okay, guys? I do not see a commitment on my layout. I don't want you to feel like there's going to be a commitment at the moment, but I do feel like you need to trust that the situation is unraveling the way that you desire, or to bring about what you have manifested. So with the Wheel of Fortune here, okay, as the underlying energy, actually this is a spiritual message, my apologies. So the Wheel of Fortune here, the underlying energy is this is fate. Why is this Wheel of Fortune here? Queen of Pentacles here, okay? So it is fate that, for some of you guys, Queen of Pentacles is wifey. This is life partner. So maybe this is fate in order to bring you to this space. I do feel like you do need to resist being at a stalemate here. So if this person is coming back, you need to be very vocal and be, you know, very clear that you're not going to be at a stalemate. You don't have to be committed to move forward, but there needs to be a balance of the energy here. I feel like someone may feel unwilling or unable to kind of accept this, the feminine energy here. So you guys may be in a state of not wanting to accept this, which is probably why you have the Chariot here about wanting to move forward. You're not wanting to accept this kind of free range chicken relationship, you know what I'm saying? So Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, I feel like you're being very nurturing to self. You're standing up for what you believe, and you're in this space of wanting to restore peace to yourself by removing yourself from being stuck. And I feel like this is the change. So for some of you guys, this may be good because this is why they're coming back. You may have walked away because they were in this connection here and you wanted to be happy. So you made a nurturing decision to resist being at a stalemate, and this may have caused the change here. So the outcome of the resolution moving forward is a Sun card. This is happiness. This is also clarity. Okay? So why is the Sun card here? Why is the Sun card here? Why is the Sun card here? All right, we got more cards that fell. All right. Those who just saw them red dreads, it is me back here. It's Nicola. I just wanted to do this reading like this so that you guys could see how I read, how I do my layout for all of my readings. I just want you guys to see my methods and to see the cards because I never show you the cards. All right, so with the Sun card here, I do feel like, and we got these cards again in order. Judgment here, Sun here with the Emperor. I feel like it's clear that the Emperor is waking up. It's clear that there is some happiness or some joy surrounding this. I feel like there's going to be a happy outcome here. Someone is realizing that there may be a happy outcome here. I do feel as though someone is dealing with regret and wanting to move away from that with the 6 of Swords, but there's confusion on how to move away from the regret, because there may have been some pain in regards to this connection. Someone is confused on how to move away from that and how to move toward here, happiness, sunlight, victory. I do feel like in order to do that, someone here has to really become the emperor, and you know who I'm talking about. Become the emperor and find the strength to overcome all of the riffraff so that they can be happy. Okay. So I want to pull an oracle card in closing for the divine masculine and the divine feminine together. Give me one card in closing for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Give me one card of guidance in closing for the divine masculine. All right. So we have divine grace, the law of efficiency. I feel like you guys are being mutated together in a good way. Let's see here. So we have divine grace, the law of efficiency. Let's see what we have here. This is 32, so I do feel like this represents the change that is happening between you and your divine masculine. It says, it's time your life become easier. It is time for you to walk away from the divine, let's not say that. It says it's time for you to walk the way of divine grace with trust, simplicity, and acceptance. You do not have to try to make things happen. Remember I told you it's about being in that yin energy? You can gracefully act without attachment, and trust that all will be as it is meant to be. Surrender your struggles now as you allow life to serve you with love and kindness. This is the most efficient use of your energy and will lead you to best results. So in this, like I told you, in this connection, you do have to release attachments, and you have to allow this person to be free. We're all free entities. The only thing that keeps us bound is our physical bodies. So this is a spiritual union. So you are two spiritual beings that deserve to be free. So allow yourself to unplug from the mass consciousness, meaning unplug from what you've learned, and really learn how to love each other and learn a new tradition with each other. This is all I have. Until next time, y'all. Peace.